It's okay to be weird, you know, it's okay to dress kind of funny, and, you know, like, I feel if you wear something that, you know, you're comfortable in and, you know, that's representing you, I feel it's kind of okay, and, you know, people will look at you and might even think about you, like, 15 minutes after you've, you know, walked across, you know, their path. I'm from France. I grew up in Vichy. It's a small town in the middle of France, but it was very pretty. Like, it has a lot of history and a lot of background, so it was really nice to just kind of grew up there. And, then I moved to Paris for like 3 years, like 3 or 4 years, I forget. I went to school there. The pin, it's a gift from my sister. It's Miu Miu from like the last fall winter, but I'm a big cat lover, and I kind of think that that's Dexter. And I kind of think the pin kind of looks like him, other than he's not blue. So, like a friend of mine like made up that little story that when I'm leaving the house, the cat jumps on me and turns into a pin. And so, you know, I'd go somewhere and then the cat is always with me, and every time I walk somewhere, like, the cat just, like, jumps out of my outfit, whatever I'm wearing, and, like, you know, walks around, and then when we're going home, he's, like, jumping back on my chest, so...
That's really sweet.
It's like, yeah, I don't know, it's like my little story, and, like... I rescued him for going to, from going to SPCA. His mama died, and the neighbor who was a, you know, was a part of a cat rescue group was like, I don't want to let that cat go to ASPCA because then, you know, it's a little tricky, and so she couldn't take him because she had too many cats already. That she just posted something on Craigslist, and I was really wanting a cat, and I saw the picture and I was like, oh, I was like, he's out of a fairy tale. So I was like, can I meet him? And so I had to meet him. We had a first meeting, then he came here, and so that's about it. I mean, I always wear it this way. But I think it was supposed to kind of be like a halter neck, and then just kind of come down the shoulders, and then, like, cause, I mean, I love that collection, I love the runway, like, I don't think this is more of a commercial piece than the collection, but I really do like it. Like, I love kind of love the drama.
It's very chic.
I kind of bought it because I thought it was going to be perfect for the winter time, but it's really not warm at all. I feel kind of, I could, you know, go and do my work like this, and then I can go to dinner or like go to a party, you know, and with just the same sweater and, you know, that jacket. Like, I don't have to, and I feel comfortable. They're like vintage again, Westwood, and I got them not so long ago. I got them for my birthday because I saw them in a store around the corner, and I was like, oh, like those boots. I was like, I've wanted them since I was like 16, like. And then, you know, Vienne Westwood remade them, but, you know, just like the plain suede, like the solid suede, and I was like, oh, I really want them, like, but they're too expensive. And then I found those, which I believe are like the original ones from the, like, the show in the 70s, the pirate show, because the print is from that collection, and the leather is very, like, fragile. So I started embroidering it. I guess when I got the cat, because he made a hole in it, and my sister just got it for me as a little gift, and so I started to, like, embroider every time the cat made a hole. And so it's kind of really like my blanket outfit, my, you know, my comfy outfit. Like, every time I just wear it all the time. It's like, it's really worn out. It has like stretched so long now, like, because the beads are too heavy, and so you're just kind of stretching, but I feel very comfortable in it. The scarf is 3S4 again. It's like, the print is a collaboration with Yoko Ono. So like, she gave them like a few different like designs. She makes like those drawings of just dots, and she has like 4,000 right now, or like something like that. I've been wearing those jeans for, I don't know, maybe like 3 or 4 years now. Like, the same jeans over and over again. I have them in different colors too, like the same exact cut, and I just really love them. The design is really great, and like, there's only one seam that's kind of spiraling around your leg, and I really love the design of the pockets. I have this like big like love affair with like Ralph Lauren from the 90s. It's just like, I guess because it wasn't popular in France really, so when I moved here, it just kind of like starting, you know, appearing to me, and like, I was looking for like a coat like this for like a year or maybe 2 years. I was just like, I want one of those like robe coat with like those kind of patterns, and one day I just like walked in and I was like, oh, like, do you know, I'm looking for like those like Ralph Lauren coats from the 90s, and the guy was like, oh my god, we have one, we had it for a year, nobody bought it. Like, I was like, oh, and so he got it for me, and I was like, okay, so it's mine. Like, I was like, it's coming home with me. It's just, the whole thing is like inside out, like the pattern is actually inside, But I don't know, it's like my little thing in the winter. It's like I love the cowl neck, and it just feels very comfy. It's super light but super warm because it's merino wool, so it's just like it's an easy thing to wear, and I kind of like baggy things, so it's Dolce & Gabbana from a couple of seasons ago. It's not really dressy, but it's not too casual either. It's kind of like, I think it needs its very special moment, but I really do like it. Like, I feel like a bit of a dream, because it's like all kind of like, I'm like in the mist, you know, or like in the fog, so, and like I'm kind of a shy person, so whatever, you know, I have my hairs, you know, like since I moved to New York, my hair has been kind of going through a lot of changes and being very, like, maybe different than other people, but it's kind of almost giving a little bit of what I am, just the way I'm dressing up, so, you know, so just to like protect also myself in a weird way.
Giving it.
And then for 2 years I had, like more than 2 years, I had the same cut and color, just because I felt very comfortable, and I was, you know, it was me, it finally became like my signature kind of thing. And, you know, like the bangs was kind of, you know, I was kind of hiding behind it, you know, when I was not comfortable in some weird place or something. But then I was kind of, like, I was like, I want to change, but I want to still keep the same haircut. And I was like, oh, maybe I can go back to being blonde. And I wasn't going to be so blonde, like, I just kind of, I just happened to be very blonde, but I'm really interested in that whole thing. I really want to go to StyleLIKE and see everything. Like, I've done a bunch of research, I've read the crucibles, and it got, you know, like, adults, you know, fighting with each other for power, land, you know, money or whatever, just because he didn't like somebody. They started, you know, kind of like, you know, being like, oh, she's a witch and she needs to be hanged, and, you know, and it just really started with like little girls just like, you know, like throwing a fit really, and just that one black slave who was the first woman to be accused of witchcraft. She was missing her country so much. She came here because her husband was sent here to be a slave in America, and she just followed him for, you know, because of love. And she missed her country so much that every day she would put a bowl of water on her windowsill, and that bowl of water would remind her, she would dream of her, you know, her island. And so reading this, I was like, well, I kind of really want a garden. I don't have one, so I'm gonna start my own garden. So I started putting the flowers on the screen, and I'm gonna put more little by little and have more. And I guess I'm a big dreamer. You know, I kind of like, I daydream walking down the street. I'm like, doo 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 doo. Yeah. As a child, I would create stories a lot. So I think that kind of stayed. And when I'm working, when I'm, you know, doing a photo shoot or anything, I'm always like, oh, like it's the story about, you know, or like.
You're always creating stories.
Yeah.